All right, here we are. Welcome in, everybody. Another day for getting that bread with Sosa and Rex coming at you live. So, we got a nice little episode for you tonight where no college football. We're not giving it attention tonight. Sorry to anyone coming in here for that. Two 10-point spreads. No thank you on those questionable teams, but we'll be dabbling with the Packers versus the Cardinals and the full NBA slate. As usual, the show is powered by PickCity.com. Make sure to check them out at Twitter at PickCity. And as usual, we are live on Daily Bread Media YouTube channel, our Twitter channel, Daily Bread Media, and on Twitch. We probably got to find something to replace Twitch at this point, but we still going. Maybe we got like one or two of you out there watching. We don't want to cut that off, but jump over to the YouTube if you want to be like who's shouting out his dub that he called last night. He was all over the Blazers in the comments, and they ended up paying it out for him. So we always got to hype up the chat when they're dropping some bombs like that. We got Cassius. Thibs might hurt his Bulls tonight. We know he's a Chicago diehard in our comments throughout the entire part. And G5 Juan, one of our newer guys, but dropping some bombs as usual. So always shout out our listeners, our fans. This show is for you. But Sosa, how are you doing today?
Can you mute that? I'm doing all right, man. I can't complain. It's a nice little, Thursday. Getting ready to probably go to the game, man. I'm probably gonna go check out my Sixers. You know, be there to support the team. It's gonna feel like the process started all over again. 10.5 points favorites. Obviously, your man's probably not gonna play, and Embiid's probably not gonna play. So yeah, that's what we're looking at right now, man. Just I'm excited for tonight, but we gonna see. We gonna see what it is, man. Expect a lot of bench production, hopefully, and like that's what we're gonna need, obviously.
Ooh,
Um,
Ruby's shaking. She's moving. That might
yeah,
mean
yeah,
there's a
yeah.
hungry dog out there tonight. But do what Hugh's telling you to do. Like the show, please. Definitely helps us out there. Yes, Dar will always up the lads here. Getting some winners before we even get into it. Jonathan Walker likes those two plays.
Okay, all right. So we're going NBA first or NFL first?
Marcus, we call it the center. If you're a Sixers
Oh, the
fan, you
center
know you
now.
have to call it the center. You can't say the first two words.
It's okay. He migrated. It's okay. It's okay. We still claim him, but we know he migrated.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's just stick it off and start it off with who we got. We got the Sixers laying 10.5 tonight. This is the biggest spread on the board with the winless Pistons coming in here 10.5 to 12, which I didn't want to jump right to the over to get off, especially with Embiid, especially being out. But the Pistons are still only averaging less than 95 points per game. Obviously, Cade isn't there, so that's hurting them. But this roster just isn't built well, and with the Sixers looking like a potential bench unit because Sosa's not thinking Embiid's going to suit up. He's your source for that one. This is going to be a gross game tonight.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty terrible, man. I
But
mean,
there's probably one person who, the worst part about it, is going to get the most run, regardless of what the score is going to be tonight. And he's probably one of my least favorite players to bet. See, Jonathan Walker staying away from a Seth Curry prop. He doesn't really play the garbage minutes that much, but there's someone in the Sixers rotation who just is a shooting guard as well that just plays all the gross minutes, regardless of where they are.
absolutely.
You know where I'm going with this one, right?
Yes. Let's hear it.
I'm trying to get the exact number. We gotta go Furkan here.
Oh Lord. Okay. Great.
You
Let's.
know, that's where he'll get the attempts and he'll get the minutes. Where is the number on his line? Why does my book not have it out? That kind of kills it if I can't get the line on it because Prop Builder isn't cooperating with me right now. I'll go over to FanDuel to grab it.
All right.
But
Yeah.
what do you like in this one?
In the Philly game,
Yeah,
I don't have a thing.
not a thing.
I don't know who's going to play or when they're going to play or what minutes they're going to get or anything like that. So this is one of those you can't swim, stay out the kitchen. It's free alcohol and food. Enjoy the evening and hope that they don't blow it at the end because Doc Rivers is the guy coaching the troops. That's where I'm at with it. Actually, I can't really, like I said, man. It's this team is not where it's supposed to be. Like I have no faith in this Sixers team if Embiid's not on the floor, none. And it's difficult as a Sixer fan. I got to be real with what I'm seeing, and that's just what it is, bro. They're just not. They're just not the team that they're not the same, and that's what we have to be aware of right now. It's we're not the same team without Ben. We're just not. We're not the same. And if Embiid's not playing, like, come on, man. Like for me, it makes it extremely difficult to bet. I can't lie to you. It's impossible for me to put money on anyone. That's just where I'm at with the organization and as a fan. And as far as handicapping their games, it's the same. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, man. Like, you're not frustrated? Are you frustrated? Because I'm frustrated as a Sixer
I
fan.
want Doc on the first whatever out of this goddamn city. I think any potential person they could bring in could do a better job coaching. And the roster's just so thin. I mean, we're not getting on a Simmons tangent here. We can talk about that later. The reason why I kept Sanaya's comment up for so long is because I said FanDuel, then she jumped in there. Make sure to be checking her out. Support her. She drops some dope videos on the timeline for you there. Definitely a positive vibes all the time type of support. So make sure you give her a follow.
Log in with.
All right, what game do you want to get into?
The first one I'm gonna get into is the Atlanta game. I like a couple of props in this one, and I also like Atlanta to cover the 2.5. My lead play is Atlanta minus 2.5. And my lead play is Clint Capella to record a double-double at minus 120. 2.5 point spread. Wizards took a lot out of him to get that game done last night. I know they're at home, but I still think that this Hawks team is much deeper, and they're prepared for a situation like this on the road. The line being at minus 2.5, give me the deeper, more talented team where you have a Spencer Dinwiddie who's coming off ACL back-to-back nights, and you have an Atlanta team that's just deeper. That's who I'm rolling with the minus 2.5 at minus 110, and Clint Capella to record a double-double at minus 120. Another prop.
You know what the wildest spot in that game last night between the Wizards and the Celtics, and one thing I keyed in on? You really let Montrezl Harrell get 23 on you? Just walk in the park. They were 23 hard points that he got. That was the best part. I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Harrell's game or anything like that, but that was like Sunday morning pickup how easy he was getting to the hoop and finishing there.
Yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, it's going to take time. Obviously, Al Horford, we know he's in the twilight of his career. They're trying to get Robert Williams more minutes. Al Horford still registered a double-double last night, though, so he was rather effective. And so was Williams.
He had like 5 assists too. He was like the biggest playmaker in their offense because their guards had an off night.
At the end of the night, the reason why the game was won was on Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie closed that game in the fourth quarter. He scored all his points. He got it done in the fourth quarter. That was the difference in the game. Yeah, and that's the only thing you really have to revisit. In the fourth quarter, Spencer Dinwiddie took over, closed, and the game ended. Just like I won't even talk about the Brooklyn game last night, but like for example, KD cutting the lead to 4 with 4 minutes to go, and then them proceeding to give up a 12-2 run to end the game. So it just didn't even make any fucking sense. But yeah, I mean that's all I really got for this particular matchup. You got anything in this Atlanta Wizards game?
No, I'm staying away from the Wizards just right now.
And as far as Bulls, Knicks, not picking a side, this Knicks team they're just as good as last year. They've given up a little bit defensively, obviously, to get better offensively, which is just a minor move to adjust to the modern NBA. I mean, you can't just trot out guys who are just grinders every single night. It's just not going to work, especially not today. I think that in the way they drafted, they got players that they believe in their development. Guys like Obi Toppin, people that just taking a little bit of time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, I have no pick on a side.
No, I don't want to bet the side in this. I just want all watching it though, because this is going to just be a grindhouse game. I think this one sails under way too easy, and I'm not rushing to bet NBA totals here.
I'm too. And the thing is, it could go either way because the way that New York has been shooting the ball, they're putting up. I think they're like fourth in the NBA in attempted threes. They're letting it fly, which is not what you would expect from a Tom Thibodeau coach
No,
team.
but
You're
this
thinking,
team could go cold real
right.
quick, though, which
And-
is where the under could just sail.
And
It's
now
easy here.
Now they're on the road. Obviously, they perform better at the Garden. But then again, you go back to like recency. Like they played really well first half of every game last year. Like they were covering monsters in the first half of every game. So we don't know what to expect yet. So that's why I'm staying away. I like Lonzo Ball over 5.5 assists. I think that's an easy play. He didn't accomplish games back to back. There's certain props you're just going to have to continue to run back. All right. Had a couple people in my DMs like, why did you go with Jay Crowder and why did you go with Kyle Lowry? Well, they're shooting 7 fucking threes a game. So
when the volume is there, that's why you back
there. So you have to continue to bet it. Like now, if Jay Crowder goes 5 games and he's shooting 16%, they'll put his ass on the bench. Right. So like in that sort of situation, if you're getting it at plus 152 and it's a big time plus number, then that's what you do. You continue to bet it because at the end of the day, if you're betting a single unit or a half unit, if it's big plus money, I'd rather bet that than bet minus 160 or minus 140 on some bullshit, which would be comparable. So that's why like I said, certain things you just have to repeat it and run it back based on matchup. You just have to do it. You feel me?
Yes, sir. So I just completely forgot that I've never tweeted out the YouTube link, so I'm getting that out there right now. But we still got a shit ton of you tapped in, so thank you to those of you who have subbed to us or just know where to go to find us. So right. Sosa, I know you're going to the center tonight, bro. I'm drinking Bud Light because I'm fucking starving and I can't eat on camera right now, so I just need something to hold my stomach down.
Word.
Well, it's just Thursday. Sixers are on Thursday Night Football. Nice time to crack up Bud Latte.
Yeah, nothing wrong with
Roddy on the lunch break. What's up?
Nothing wrong with that, my brother.
All right, so you get the next one while I get this YouTube link out there for everybody.
The next game we're going to go to is the Utah Jazz versus the Houston Rockets. And I'm repeating another play that hit once, lost the last 2 times, but we're going to run it back again with Royce O'Neal's threes over 1.5 at minus 115. Listen, they all shoot threes. Okay. He's going to go 0 for 4 or he's going to go 2 for 7. I'm banking on him going 2 for 7. He's going to keep putting them up on the road. On the road, I bet on more obscure players that start, not bench players. I never really bet on bench players that much on the road, but a guy like Royce O'Neal, he's still going to get his shots. And again, things return to the mean. Like these guys aren't going to shoot the ball terribly the entire season. It's been 3 games. Okay. Manage your bankroll and know when something's not a dice roll and something is. That's just my take on that particular one.
So are you saying to stay away from Jordan Clarkson, 6th man of the year, or no?
No. He's like a starter, man. He's going to get the looks. But he's been better.
That bench is deep. With him and Jingles are the first 2 that come off the bench. I mean, I'm not a huge Jingles guy, but Jazz fucking love him. I mean,
yeah, they definitely do, man. They definitely do. And I think the only other play I have in this one.
I mean, that's kind of where if this wasn't the 9, I know it's not at the crib either with the Jazz, but undefeated ATS right now. The Rockets came up and played hard, definitely the last game, but I think the Jazz should easy do this. But this is a complete letdown spot for them potentially.
Yeah, I'm actually also going to roll with. I think this game goes over. Honestly, if I had to pick one, my lean would be for the game to go over 222. The Jazz could put up 130 on this team, and Houston can score. They can put up points. They can go cold easily too. But I mean, if I were to lean either way, it'd be the over. But that would be really it. Like I said, I'm keeping the volume low on a 9.5 point spread because we're quickly learning, if we haven't known already, is that blowouts ruin props in the NBA, and we don't want to be on that side.
No, we do not. But let's get to my play in the NBA slate tonight, since we haven't touched on it yet. We're going to the Texas Showdown. We're not picking a spread in this one. This one is the one that's soaring over tonight.
Ooh, okay.
220 minus 105. Sign me right up for it.
Let's go. I'm with it. 100%. I got it at minus 110, but I'm on it with you. I'm on it with you for sure.
Not much that we have to go for it. All of the Mavs games have gone under so far this season, which is what I love to see, especially when the Spurs are coming in, where 4 of 1 of their games have gone over. So this is where we're taking the over here. The Mavs right the ship. Doncic potential as first triple-double of the season tonight, but we like the points here, over 220.
Yes, sir. I'm right.
And then Grizz Warriors is the only game we didn't touch on.
I have one play in that. That's the Anthony Milton over 2.5 threes at plus 102. It didn't hit last game. It will tonight. Again, another system type of deal here. He's getting the attempts. He's shooting 7 of them a game. He's not going to continue to shoot that badly. Let's roll. Let's roll the Anthony Melton over 2.5 threes. Coming off a game last night, which they lost, but it was more of a look ahead situation. We all know what happened last year in regards to the Warriors and the Grizzlies. I definitely do believe that the Grizzlies want to make a statement tonight, and I think it's a bigger deal. Also, that game's on national TV, so we'll just leave that.
Yeah, the TNT Thursday night games definitely are going to do themselves well and potentially not compete with the NFL. That's just crazy, but people will definitely be having that up on the side because they got 2 dandies going tonight. The Grizz, I was caught most of that game against the Blazers last night. Chauncey just kind of made one little adjustment to it, and that's kind of where the Grizz just started to fall off in the second quarter and past that. And the first, they came out hot, and Ja was getting to the lane all he wanted. But then, I don't want to say Dame took over, but he just started hitting the longer shots, and this Blazers team is just going to be extremely streaky. After catching a few of their games early, don't want to overreact yet, but they might be one of the teams where I just don't want to bet on their games throughout the foreseeable future.
I can't spell, man. I gotta bet better at typing. Well, hold on. It's Thursday, ain't it?
Yeah.
So that game's not on national TV.
Check it up.
It's because football. I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, Chuck is correct. It's not even, yeah. And it's on NBA TV as well. TNT ain't doing shit. Maybe they're doing, it's probably hockey.
Terrible move with that one.
What up, Boz? What up, Cam? Let's get to the NFL game for tonight, Sosa. This line has moved a decent amount already early in this week. So that's just where this is not meant to talk you off the Arizona Cardinals spread whatsoever. This is just a recommendation. If you didn't get anything on that -3 that was popping earlier in the week, there's multiple different ways you can target to still back the Cardinals. 1, you can bet them live. Potentially 2, you could do a teaser to -0.5 and find a second leg for it. Or 3, you could find a different route by going an alternate spread or a total. But since this line has moved so much, it's almost Packers or nothing at this number. That's just like your long-term betting thinking wise because it hit that key number. If it was still at 5, you could still bet the Cardinals with ease. But since it hit that 6.5, 7 number, that's too key to be moving it when it moves 4 points in 5 days, 4 days.
I mean, obviously, no Devontae, no second Lazard. Arizona undefeated. You know, it's pretty easy right here. This is a pretty easy situation to take. Arizona. Everybody thinks Arizona will blow them out. I'm personally on. I believe that the Packers cover. It's Aaron Rodgers. He'll figure out a way. He performs just fine with Adams out the lineup. I know people are going to put a big deal on Adams and Lazard, but
my biggest concern with the Packers is their defense in this game
no MVS.
to keep up with it.
No MVS. That's great because I wasn't going to even include him on the money thing. I was going to say that I was going to put 3 touchdown scores that I would like for Green Bay. are let me get my exact list up to clarify. I'm the people that I'm targeting tonight are James Conner, Zach Ertz, Robert Tonyan, and Mercedes Lewis. And I would split a unit between Lewis and Tonyan just because they're the two tight ends and they're just going to get more catches per se. And then I'm also betting on Kyler Murray to throw an interception, which is at plus 115. Those are my props for this particular matchup. Just saying.
The Ertz love, is it too quick for it?
No.
I mean, he had his longest touchdown of his career, and you want to know why he had the longest touchdown of his career? No one touched him. Because if Zach Ertz gets touched, it's like 5 yards backwards. But like him fitting into that system, no, I love Ertz, but him fitting into that system is exactly what they need, and which is why I can see that the players or why people are all over his props. But he's been there for what, like a week and a half or just a hot minute. That's just kind of where.
Which it's not difficult for him to. It's not a super complex offense. It's a super basic offense. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like it's not a super difficult offense at all.
No, this is why I brought it up.
They're just asking him to run, streets.
Don't ask him to block on the run
or to sit down in certain areas. And what's crazy is he should have had 2 touchdowns because the lack of chemistry. He broke the wrong way on a play where he should have had 2 touchdowns. If you're watching the game, they actually had to settle for a field goal, I believe, in that drive. But Ertz should have had 2 touchdowns. Yeah, I like Aaron Jones on his receptions. Listen, I believe Arizona wins the game. I have it at 34-31 Arizona. But either way, actually, I just don't think it's a 7-point game. I think it's a close game. That's just me personally. That's where I stand on it.
MVS is playing tonight. We just got that confirmation in the chat. And we also got confirmation that TNT is showing Hotel Transylvania tonight instead.
Nice.
Is that the Adam Sandler movie?
I don't fucking know. I mean, hello, come on. Like, no.
Bro, it's a cartoon. You don't watch cartoons?
Bro, my parents didn't even let me fucking watch Harry Potter, okay?
All right, that's fine. I don't disagree with them that.
Which probably would explain a lot, I guess. If you see how I am, like I never fuck with shit like that, bro. Like I never got into that shit. Like
I don't know. I'm not saying I like cartoons.
Are the worst.
I do rock with a few of them. I can say that.
I bet.
Now MVS is back out. All right, just don't touch that prop. That's essentially what we got for you there.
All right. Well, yeah, that's pretty much all I got for the day, man. I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's what you do when you rock with us. Bring the apple juice. Bring the refreshments. We're not telling you have to tell all these plays. You ask the questions. We answer whatever the hell you guys want.
Pull up and kick it with the homies. That's all. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're doing. Deprived childhood. I would like to think that I was sheltered. Oh, man. Sheltered from bullshit like Harry Potter. Like you got a fucking magic wand. Like, come on, bro. A broom. Like, seriously. Grow up, Peter Pan. Like, we're adults here.
I mean, with both of these games tonight, people are telling me that Troy's a potential hungry dog. Good luck, Coastal, on the bounce back spot. I don't want anything to do with that game. Because the Coastal team total, if you had to twist my hand and make me pick a play on that one, Coastal might just completely destroy
obliterate the motherfuckers like we think. But I'm saying, I know, I'm not going to give it out, but I think Coastal might.
What the fuck is Captain Planet? Bleeding Green goes way too much deeper into like cartoons than I do.
Yeah, like
relax. I'm like South Park and like the general shit, not Family Guy or any of that weird shit.
Whoa, Family Guy's not weird. Hold on.
I don't know. Not my cup of tea.
Now, hold on.
That's not my cup of tea type of it.
Right, Juan. Juan, rocking with me. Facts. We ain't missed shit, bro. We're better off because we didn't see that bullshit. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. We gotta.
Yeah, we went way too far off the road. I'm just rocking with the one play. Sosa's got you covered. everywhere else. This was just a day where it felt like forced action. Never have to do that. The Coastal game, like I said, we don't want to touch a 17-point spread here.
Yeah, man.
It's
Don't
just
force it.
not.
Don't force it. Just, go with what we gave you already.
Nice little live betting night. I can definitely go with you there. And then was it the other game is USF at ECU? Yeah, no,
Be
thank
smart.
you. Rather
Don't
watch
drink and
NFL
drive.
tonight. I try to get college football Thursdays higher, but tonight is not a night they just gave up with this good matchup on. Until tomorrow. We will
You'll have
catch
a
you guys
wonderful,
later. Nice
have a
little
wonderful
weekend slate.
Thursday. Have a wonderful Thursday. Have a wonderful Thursday.
Deuces.